Hello and welcome to Beauty In, Beauty Out, or BIBO Foundation here on CAN TV. I am Tracy S. Campbell. I am the founder of the BIBO Awards and the BIBO Foundation, and I welcome you here to the show today. Now, today we are going to be talking about a very important issue, and that is cancer and cancer survival. And it's truly my pleasure to bring to you one of our award recipients of the BIBO Awards in 2015, Ms. Lourdes Colon. She's going to be joining us just shortly. But in the meantime, I want to make sure that you have the information that you need to stay connected to us even after this broadcast. And it's very easy. You can just go right here to the website, www.thebibofoundation.org/on-air. Email is info@thebibofoundation.org, or you can call us by phone at 800-365-3203. Now, before I bring Lourdes on, I just want to quickly recap what we discussed last week. Last week was our very first show here on CAN TV, and I was joined by two of our BIBO team members, or as I like to call them, our BIBO family members. I was joined by Donald Ortal, who is with Ortal and Associates, 20 years of nonprofit expertise and management. He's truly an asset to us, and he allowed me to give a little bit of history on the BIBO Awards and the BIBO Foundation. I was also joined by Deborah Hayter, who is our lead PR consultant, and she and I had a great conversation around the importance of edifying and celebrating the ladies in our communities who are the real role models, the ladies who are really making a difference. And that's what the BIBO Awards are all about. So if you have a lady in your life who is a leader, she's a role model, she's doing the work out here to make a real difference, we want to know about her. We want to learn about her. And again, it's really, really easy. All you have to do is go to www.thebibofoundation.org/on-air. Email is info@thebibofoundation.org. And again, the phone number is 800-365-3203. Now, it is truly my pleasure. I'm so excited. Truly my pleasure to bring on, not only is she an actress, not only is she a producer, not only is she an author, but most importantly, she is a cancer survivor. And here I am with the lovely Lourdes Colon. Lourdes, so great to have you here.
It's so great to be here.
Oh my goodness, so good to see you. You look great.
Thank you. I feel great.
Oh, wonderful. And that's what we want to hear. That's
yes.
what we want to hear. So, today, as I said, we're going to be talking about cancer and cancer survival. And it's a heavy topic.
Yes.
A very heavy topic. And Lourdes, before we go there, because you have a lot of information to share with us today, before we go there, I just want to take a minute to celebrate you and to bring up these lovely pictures that Lourdes took at the BIBO Awards in 2015. So just give me a second here. We're going to show these lovely, there she is in her lovely purple dress, and I love that dress, Lourdes, holding her award with Jennifer Barons Mendoza, who is on our advisory board. She's one of our advisory board members, and she was a 2014 award recipient. I love this shot, Lourdes. This is Lourdes in the midst of giving her acceptance speech. There she is on the purple carpet with Ernie G in the middle, who's a phenomenal comedian, and he was our MC for the event, and Mary Chewy, another great BIBO supporter. There's Lourdes again in the audience, riveted and holding her trophy. If you can look right there in her lap, there's her trophy once again. And then lastly, just another shot on the purple carpet. And that gentleman right there in the white is actually a cast member of Empire. So we had all kinds of people at this show that night. So wow, Lourdes, just wanted to take a minute to share that with the audience, just how the BIBO Awards are and what they're all about.
Yeah, well, they're amazing, by the way.
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you. Before we get into the conversation around the main topic for tonight, can you just take a few minutes just to share with everyone what it meant to you to be a BIBO Awards recipient?
Oh my gosh. It meant a lot to me because, first of all, it didn't just represent women, but it was representing leadership in women.
Yes.
Because there is so many leadership in women that we never get acknowledged for.
That's right.
And the stuff that you see people do behind the scenes, no one gets acknowledged for it. And I think it's really important that people know that there are these amazing women out there that are actually consistently doing things for the community, for the people that need a difference, that need to be inspired, or those that need to get just to the next level. And there's so many of them out there.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
and that's what we're all about. You know, Lourdes, already we have a caller. Caller, if you are there, go right ahead.
Hi there. I'm talking about nominating women for have to be part of a nonprofit organization.
I can't.
You know, yeah, we're having a little bit of trouble hearing you, caller, but I think your question was, does the person that is nominated, do they have to be a part of our organization? Did I get that right?
Do they have to be part of a nonprofit organization?
Do they have to be part of a nonprofit organization? That's a great question, and the answer is absolutely not, okay? We honor women from all walks of life. We honor politicians. We honor teachers. We honor community service volunteers. We honor people in the medical industry. So, no, they absolutely do not have to be a part of a nonprofit organization. That's a great question. Thank you so much for that. Awesome. So, Lourdes, yes, that was a great question. And to your point, we need to take the time to honor all these incredible women out there.
Yes.
That we don't get a chance to honor. So I'm glad that that question came through, and I'm glad that you agree that this is something that's so important to our mission.
It really is important, and just looking at the many women that I've met, even at the BIBO Awards, which is amazing. I mean, really, like they come from all walks of life and all the stuff they've done, and their back history is impressive.
The stories, just the stories alone. I mean, and hopefully over the next few weeks, everyone, we're going to be bringing you other incredible women that you're going to meet that were past honorees, that are future honorees. We have some ladies that will be honored on September the 23rd, and we're going to give you that information a little later on in the show. But in the meantime, Lourdes, I want to make sure we get all of the content in tonight because we have so much to cover. And we can go on and on about the BIBO Award. But I do want to shift gears a little bit. And at the top of the conversation, we said that this is a show. On tonight's episode, we're going to be talking about cancer and cancer survival, right? So, Lourdes, can you at least maybe start us off in what type of cancer were you diagnosed with? When were you diagnosed? And can you kind of just share with us your initial reaction? Because I'm sure that there are folks right now that are watching this that can probably relate to your story.
No, definitely. Well, I was diagnosed with Hodgkin's lymphoma, which is cancer in the lymphatic system. Mm-hmm. And the day I was told, it was interesting because just like a few years prior to that, mm-hmm. There was this yearning feeling to be a difference in the world.
Yeah.
Like I wanted to be able to impact the world in a positive way, and I never could put my finger on it. So when I was diagnosed, it was like I had these mixed emotions.
Right.
It was more like, okay, I have cancer. This really sucks.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it was like, well, that's the opportunity. Because I knew if I ever had cancer, I wasn't going to go the conventional way. That was just not going to be my route. Not after seeing one loved one after another going through what they've gone through and what it's done to them.
That's right.
And for those that didn't survive after it. So I was very clear that was not going to be my journey. And so through the mixed emotions of going through, oh my gosh, what do I do? Mm-hmm. How do I do this? Because I'm not going to do conventional, to how am I going to tell my family?
Right.
And so, you know, you get this, it's weird because for me personally, I was like not nervous at all, mm-hmm. and not even scared, but I think it was more like you don't know what you don't know yet.
Exactly.
And that was my problem. Okay, I have this. So how do I fix it? What caused it? Mm-hmm. And then that's from there on, I just kind of took the steps saying, I'm going to record this, I'm going to document everything, and I'm going to do it my way.
Awesome. Awesome. And as a matter of fact, everyone, we do have a little snippet, just a small snippet. I wish we had more time because this is a powerful, powerful documentary. But we actually do have a very small snippet from that documentary, Create Option C. So we're going to share it right now. Okay.
Mama, say hi. In a way, say hi. Hi.
Lourdes experienced some odd health issues, like some weird things. She had a lump in her breast. Other weird things were happening.
And then she's telling me, you have Hodgkin's lymphoma. Watch the tumor. Gonna move it? Gross, huh?
She started to talk to me about alternative treatments.
But then we found out she was going to do it all natural, and I was so pissed off. I was so angry. It's like, why?
I was really afraid. I was really afraid of anything that wasn't the normal.
Wow. Okay. Wow. That's all I can say. I really wish we had more time to show more of that amazing documentary. That is just the beginning, everyone, of the rest of the story, right? So, Lourdes, you know, listening to some of your loved ones on there, you know, it's obvious the pain that they were in. It's
Yes.
obvious the emotions. I'm getting emotional just thinking about it. How did you help them to not only adjust to the fact that you had cancer, but now, just as the gentleman said in the video, they now had to wrap their minds around, you wanted to do this all natural. You didn't want to go through the conventional route and the conventional treatments that are associated with cancer. You wanted to do it all natural. Can you share with everyone, what does that mean? I mean, when you say all natural cancer treatment, what does that mean?
For me, all natural cancer treatment means it's not toxic to the body, that the body agrees with it, that it works with the body to build up your immune system while at the same time getting rid of the toxins and, you know, fighting and killing the cancer stem cell and the cancer itself. Mm-hmm. So for me, that's natural, because naturally our immune system would have done it.
Right.
But you know, when you have cancer, it's because your immune system is compromised. And I compromised it in my lifestyle, in my intake, in my surroundings, and not just what I ate and I drank, but it was what I put on my body and the stress that I took on. So I was literally on a constant basis stressing the immune system so that when the cancer cell appeared, the immune system didn't get rid of it. And then it just keeps growing and growing. So I got clear that I needed to change this, and with my family, which I felt bad because I know for them it was super hard.
Right. Right.
But it was, I think what helped them was letting them see what I was doing, and then having them become a team with me, looking up and researching and seeing for themselves even others had done it.
Wow.
And it was really just about doing things that were not toxic. And there's so many great things out there that I even found out as simple as ginger root, and even turmeric roots actually help fight the cancer stem cell. So it doesn't just repair the cell that's damaged, it gets rid of the cancer stem cell that's causing the growth. So it's a win-win. You know, you're getting rid of something, but it's also great for you.
Wow. Now, when you say, because I, for one, love ginger tea, and I love turmeric, I add a little bit of spice in there. For those of you who've never tried it, you need to try it. It's great. But ginger tea with a little bit of turmeric is awesome. However, I'm drinking it, you know, it's therapeutic. It tastes great, okay? But to fight cancer, I mean, are we going to have to drink loads of that type of tea? I mean, what is the difference between some of the natural things that we do on a day-to-day basis, and I'm sure a lot of people watching, they do things that they feel are healthy on a day-to-day basis, and using some of those same herbs or natural supplements to now fight cancer? What's the difference?
Well, I think in the difference in how they...
In the quantity or how you do go
because
about
you have
it,
to saturate. You know, it's like I mentioned in my book, you know, when a building's on fire, we know water will turn it off.
Right.
But just a cup of water won't be sufficient to get down that building. So you have to saturate it with water. It's the same thing with our bodies. We have to saturate our cells, every part of our body, with all those nutrients and phytonutrients and minerals and vitamins that are actually going to help build back the body while it's getting rid of it. But it means juicing, and it doesn't mean like a cup of juice. Like I was juicing, oh my gosh, 8 glasses a day, and I made sure there was a combination of things that the juice created. You had to have celery, you had to have cucumbers. They're not just diuretic naturally, but they're also a cleanser. I put in kale because of all the properties it carried, you know, and then I would add some grapes or a green apple. I didn't get too much into too many fruits because I try to keep the sugar low, because our bodies already break down anything that we eat into a sugar. I didn't need to spike anything for the cancer, because cancer loves sugar.
Okay.
So it was kind of just saturating myself with that.
Wow. So juicing was very important. Juicing, using all natural ingredients.
Yes, and all organic.
And all organic. Okay.
Non-GMO.
Yep. So I'm going to play devil's advocate here for a minute.
Yeah.
So we may have someone right now watching that says, "Well, that all sounds great, and that sounds wonderful," but it's expensive. I mean, you know, when you go to Whole Foods or Trader Joe's, you know, the average person, they find it expensive to load up on all these natural things. I mean, what would you say to someone who is interested, intrigued by this way of battling cancer, but they're worried about the financial cost?
Yeah, this is what I would say to you guys. Okay, I thought the same thing. I'm like, this is so pricey because we had to buy so much of it, because I don't mean like you take the fruits and vegetables and you stick them in a blender, because that's more of a smoothie.
Okay.
I mean like an actual juicer that's going to juice out the the fruits. And I do like masticating juicer because it does even leafy.
Okay.
So the difference is I literally took out all the garbage I used to buy, all the snacks. If it's this was my thing. If it comes in a bag, can, or a box, it's not healthy.
Wow.
It needed to be natural produce, that you went to the produce section and you bought the stuff and that's, if you look at it, when you start buying that and you get rid of all the other stuff, you end up saving a lot of money. I actually saved more money doing it that way than the other way, and I always thought it was really pricey.
Yeah.
But it's just that when I used to buy it, I used to still buy my junk.
I see.
My artificial flavors
stuff,
and colors. And, yeah.
So if we focus on buying healthy across the board,
Right.
and you're saying that it may be actually more economical, because now we're not
Yes.
taking our hard-earned money and we're buying all the
Right.
junk that's going to land us in the hospital with a disease, okay?
Exactly.
So in the long run, it's a lot more expensive. But you're saying that if we truly make a lifestyle and a conscious decision to change our mind, our mindset, that it could be more economical in the long run.
Oh yes. I mean, I've become vegan, and I save more money just eating the way I eat now than I did in the lifetime of my life. Like
Wow.
I spent more before, and I'm going, why did I think this was expensive?
Wow, that's amazing. And again, it's not something that we intuitively would associate that,
Right.
because again, we are conditioned, unfortunately, that
Yes.
organic equals expense.
Yes.
So, but you can't put a price on your health. I know that's cliche-ish, but it's really true.
Yeah,
It really is
And if
true.
you look at the difference, even on organic and those that might not be non-GMO, which is not a risk I like to take, but they're only a few cents off. And I think my life is worth, your life is worth those few cents.
Absolutely. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about that. So basically buying organic as much as possible.
Yes.
Getting rid of the junk, totally getting rid of the junk, really a lifestyle shift away from the junk. Making sure that the way we consume is very important. And it sounds like you're a proponent of juicing,
Yes.
Definitely not cooking. What about boiling, or what about steaming?
Well, when you eat certain vegetables, I mean, like when it came to vegetables, because you don't want to cook it, and it's so funny because I grew up that you cook the vegetable till it was just mush, you know?
Right.
It's like you killed all the enzymes and everything that you
Right.
needed that's good for you out of there. So it's really just cooking it where you do it for, like even with broccoli, for instance, you would steam it for like 3 minutes, or even if you boil it for 3 minutes, but quickly. You want it to still be kind of crunchy. If it's still crunchy, then you're good. But if you eat it and it's mush, you probably killed everything that would be good for you anyway.
Wow.
So it's just
Wow.
kind of, so you can still do that. But when you're fighting cancer, like when I was fighting cancer and things got really rough, I really did need to go 100% raw.
Okay.
Where it was a lot of juicing, and if I ate things, it was raw veggies. And it was not just like, oh, just lettuce. It's like, no, if you look at how much vegetables we have out there, the variety is
Well, it's confusing.
ridiculous.
It's
Yes.
confusing because now you have kale, you have all different kinds of kale. You have lettuce,
Yes.
you have different kinds of lettuce, right? So,
Yes.
so now we have to remember to eat healthy. We have to remember the type of healthy thing to eat,
Yes.
and then in what combination to eat it.
Yes.
So, but I think, Lourdes, and please correct me if I'm wrong, you have a book.
Yes.
That's coming out very soon.
Yes.
And hopefully in that book, you will help some of us who are just absolutely clueless as to how to put together these natural, organic things for our health.
Yes, I hope you guys get it. Everybody buy it. Yeah, and that's what it is. It doesn't just tell my story, because I go into my journey through things, but as I'm going through the journey, I'm actually explaining what I did, how I did it, what I used, you know, even down to like the juicer that I got, and you
Exactly.
know, when I did the colonics, because I did that when I had cancer like really bad, I did it on a daily basis, and then how I did the coffee enemas and why the coffee enema and what it does to the liver, and you know what it's like the whole. So when you read the book, it's going to not just tell you my story. You're going to read, oh, she did this, you know. Here, oh, and at the end there's recipes.
Oh,
so,
awesome!
Yeah,
Awesome.
so it's the whole thing.
Fantastic. Because again, guys, and maybe it's just me, but you know, for something like this, I would be absolutely nervous that I'm doing it the wrong way. You know, I have all these great things and healthy things in front of me, but what in the world do I do, and in what combination, and in what dosages, and so forth? So you're going to take care of all of that in your book.
Yes.
And Lourdes, tell us the name of the book, and when can we expect to be able to get this book?
The book is called My Cancer, My Cure, My Way.
Awesome. Love it.
And we're in the midst of it's all done. It's just a matter now. They're just kind of, you know, taking out like editing it where the comma needs to go there and the, you know,
perfecting it, everyone, perfecting it so that you guys can read it.
Right.
So awesome. So if you want more information about Lourdes' journey, about this fantastic book that I really recommend that we probably should all take a look at for our health, we're going to have that information on our website. So we're going to make it available to you, as well as the rest of that incredible documentary, Create Option C. Now, in the few minutes that we have remaining, believe it or not, we are almost out of time. I can't believe it. I do want everyone to see a little bit of some of your acting chops. You're a pretty good little actress, and we got to see this. So everyone just wait 1 second, because I want to make sure that you have an opportunity to take a look at Lourdes in action, and we're going to talk about some of her upcoming projects.
What are you doing?
can't have this on my record. Put the phone down. You're not gonna find anything meaningful in a club, Max. Whatever happened to Bree? She was so nice. Went to church.
Yeah, she was perfect, blah, 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 blah.
It's not blah, blah, blah. She was.
Mom, there's this new restaurant just opened up.
Just bring me back something.
I could just make something for you.
Max, just go.
The man's bed.
Corazon. Never, ever lie to me. Ever.
I love that accent, Laura. I'm not even going to try, everyone, to imitate it, but I love it. So those were just some of the clips from previous projects of yours. Tell us a little bit about the two projects that you have coming up in the very near future.
Well, I have, which I'm really excited about, we actually start shooting this week, a feature film called Lost Souls. And it's actually based on real events that occurred. So that's amazing. When I was reading the script, they said, take a read, tell me if you're interested in playing the mom, the lead. And after reading it, I was just like intense. And I'm like, yes. It's you know, it's a tearjerker, but I like the fact that because it's something that has happened, and it's things that that probably still happening. It's good that it's being made, but I love it because I'm related to the one that's going to play my daughter.
Oh, wow. Okay, all right. So that is definitely a teaser. Okay, all right, awesome. And then I understand that you also have a TV show coming up also.
Yes. It's called Fly.
Awesome.
Which I cannot wait. And it's we start shooting in October. It'll be shot in Atlanta, and it's about these 4 African Black American women who were all at the what was it? I don't want to screw it up, but it's the day that it was Black History Month, and they were all 4. And the pilot, everybody was women, which makes it even better.
Makes it even better.
They were all black, and so it never happened in history.
Wow.
So it's based off of them and all the stuff, and then I'm one of the leads, and I kind of run the airport.
Fabulous,
where all
fabulous.
the fun happens.
Awesome, awesome. Well, everyone, we are at our time limit, unfortunately, but Lourdes, thank you so much.
Thank you.
My goodness, for being here. We could go on and on, but we will have to get Lourdes back. But we will be back next week with another phenomenal honoree that's going to talk about women in technology. So we're going to be focused on that next week, which is one of the programs that we offer through the BIBO Foundation, our STEM initiative. So we're going to be talking about that next week. In the meantime, have a great rest of your week, everyone, and thank you so much for tuning in and supporting us here tonight. Have a great evening.